Welcome back to Come and See with Terry Lee. In 2021, when I underwent radiation treatment for 7 weeks, I came out of it with some cognitive disabilities. At first, it was very difficult for me to even put sentences together and have one-on-one conversations. And then that improved over time, but I still really struggle with comprehension when I'm learning something new for a video, like for this week. I learned new things about B12 and plastics and what I can do to help my body. And typically I would type all this out, create a dialogue that I would read from to do my video. But this week I'm going to try my best, God willing, to make it through this video and just use an outline and read from notes so that I can be more one-to-one with my viewers. Psalm 63, 7-8 says, "Because you are my help, Jesus, I sing in the shadow of your wings. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me." With God's help, I'm putting this video together. So at my last treatment, I did my blood tests, and it took a while for them to get back. Usually it's within a half hour I get the results. And the nurse came over to us and told us that they had to send them to another facility because one of my red blood counts was showing abnormal. And so Steve and I, while we're kind of waiting, we start doing a little research on what I do know. What they finally came back with is anisocytosis. Hope I'm saying that correctly. But it's basically a blood condition where the red blood cells are unequal in size. Some are large and some are smaller. And what we found out is that it is due to a B12 deficiency, and that's caused by the chemotherapy that I'm receiving. So here I am adding another supplement to my morning cocktail of supplements. So B12 is on my list. Obviously I do the salmon and the tuna, which has the omega-3s and the B12, but my body isn't getting enough. So then I need to implement the supplement. Another thing that I learned this past week that I'm making some changes on is plastics. Dr. Berg is one of those YouTubers that we like to listen to. He's got a lot of useful information, and he talks about detoxifying my brain from microplastics, which our world is full of it. It's really hard to get away from it. You can't completely get rid of all plastics, but we can do a lot better with it. So what I learned from him is that 9% of all plastics are being recycled. That's a really small percentage. And I'm really particular about, garbage and then are doing my recycling, but it really isn't, doing much. So what I need to do is use less plastics. They put the little symbol on the bottom, and it's really just to make you feel like, you're doing something good, and that it can be recycled. But come to find out, it really isn't doing much good. So a couple of things I did is I went to my cupboards and I got rid of all plastic containers, any of the storage containers that I had that were plastic, got rid of them. Of course, I recycled them. Where they go, I can't control that, but I did recycle them. And then I have glass storage containers, so that's what we're going to be doing there. When I was first diagnosed with cancer, Steve and I looked into water purification in our condo, and plastic bottles for water is really a difficult thing to get away from because they're convenient. You can take them with you everywhere, put them in the car, have them with you, but having a metal water bottle and refilling it from your water right in your home obviously is the best scenario. So we had a water purification and reverse osmosis put into our condo. So all of the water through our whole condo runs through a filter system. And Florida has like the second worst water in the United States. Texas is the first. So we put the filtration system in Florida and then the reverse osmosis so that the water that we're drinking is much healthier for us. There's a lot of toxins in it that it is taking out. And then that is a lot less plastic water bottles that we're using, filling our metal bottles. Okay, obviously. And then in Texas, we also had a water filtration system in the coach. So the water that we're getting there is also filtered. So some of the other things that Dr. Berg talked about, obviously wood cutting boards, no plastic. Dishwasher pods, all right, putting the little pods in your dishwasher and so washing it with plastic. Stay away from those. Also with laundry, you have the pods, stay away from those. Ancient sea salt bed for sea salt versus regular sea salt, as there's plastics in the ocean. Inside layer of cans were lined with plastic. I didn't know that. So obviously fresh vegetables as much as possible. Stainless steel pots, obviously, or cast iron. That's always a great option. Even dental floss is coated with a plastic. I did not know that. So there are alternatives though, and bamboo toothbrushes if you want to go that route as well. So obviously you can't get rid of all of it, but we do our best to try to eliminate as much as we can. The featured meal for this video is grilled bourbon salmon, green beans, and sweet potatoes. Now, I am going to be looking at my notes for the breakdown of all of the great things that these items have. So, sweet potatoes, vitamin A, B6, C, as well as minerals like potassium, magnesium, and fiber. Lastly, and most importantly, they have high levels of beta-carotene, an antioxidant that protects cells from damage and reduces inflammation. And then we have green beans, vitamin C, an antioxidant that supports immune function, vitamin K for bone health, and folate, fiber, potassium, and flavonoids, an antioxidant that protects cells from damage. And bourbon glazed salmon, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, protein, vitamin F, and of course B12, which is something I'm always trying to increase. So this week, during my week off, we came back to Florida, and I chose, as I stated last week, I'm working through the Bible in a year. I chose to leave my Bible there. I have other Bibles here, but one of the apps that I have is the Bible app, and it's really cool. You get, for reading the Bible, there's all sorts of plans, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. You can pick the length, how long you want it to be. So you can go by subject, and you can read the Bible in a year and it'll lay that out for you, or you can do just subjects for women, subjects for men. Again, you can choose how long you want it to be, 5 days, 23 days, but it's just another great option that's always at your fingertips. It's either right on your phone or right on your iPad. And that's one of the plans that I did this week. Thank you for watching and for bearing with me as I work through this video without a script, but just some notes. So I'm working on trying to strengthen those cognitive skills, so I appreciate you. Please make sure that you like the video and share it with everyone you know. You never know who needs to hear it. That there is hope in whatever you're going through. And please subscribe to my channel. Have a great week. God bless.